Hello. Welcome to my channel. This is Queen Sugar. Today I have a pick a card reading that looks into the next 6 months of your life. And this is a timeless reading, so it does not matter when you watch this reading. You just apply 6 months or so from the date that you watch it. And that is when you'll start to see some of these things happen in your life. So for example, if you watch this video January 1st, 2025, just add 6 months to that date. It does not matter when you watch it. It's just all about the energy and about, what resonates with your current situation and your energy and just what spirit has for you at that time and for the next 6 months after that. So take a moment to just kind of clear your head, clear your mind, and just allow the stress to disappear. Just allow any thoughts, any frustrations to disappear as well, and just call in the energy of stability, of your spirit guides, of any guidance, any wisdom that they want to share with you. And know that everything that is coming out in this reading today is going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing, uplifting, encouraging. This reading is going to be filled with love, with great intention, with great promises that your spirit tribe are making with you. And regardless how soon or how long it takes for you to see some of these things that come through, know that it is all for your highest good. So as you kind of accept that and welcome that energy in, take a moment to select which pile or piles that best represent the messages for you based on how spirit is connecting with you at this time. So you'll just kind of feel it. So pile number 1 is our fertility card. Pile number 2 is our bride card. And then pile number 3 is 32 flavors. Once you selected your pile or piles, feel free to click the timestamp below to watch that portion of the video. I hope you all enjoy it. This was a great reading to do, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of the excitement and the love and the comments that some of you are going to, witness as you're watching your pile and actually see within your life. So let's get started. Hello, pile number 1. This will be for those that selected the beautiful fertility card. So we're going to look through your cards and see what information we have for you for the next 6 months. So we're going to break it down into different categories. So there's going to be an entrepreneur, business owner section. We'll have a love and romance section. We'll have a money, finances, career section, and spirituality, health and nutrition. So it's going to be a different amount of things we're going to look into based on the cards that we have here. And then we'll kind of have an overall message at the very beginning, then we'll just go into details. Okay, so your ancestral messages we'll do at the end, so we'll put those to the side. So your first card we have here is work. Your tarot cards, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. So you have 3 cards already connected to the Pentacles. That's Earth energy. And then the Six of Cups. So you have 2 sixes here. Alrighty. We have, I'm in this for the long haul, so let's always make time for sweet moments. You are my best friend. We have trine, harmony, opportunities, luck, flow, beneficial, reward, synchronicity, good vibes, ease, positivity, supportive, expansion, overindulgent, and complacent. We have Sagittarius, and I'm noticing too, both of them have the triangle, the trine symbol there. So we have Sagittarius, the explorer, adventurous, distant places, free spirit, clever, travel, philosophy, bold, blunt, impatient, argumentative, independent, and ruler of 9th house. Okay, now we have Capricorn, the COO or CEO. And then I don't know why this gives me like $1 million vibes as well too, but driven, stability, patience, persistent, materialistic, ambitious, cautious, practical, traditional, workaholic, detached, ruler of the 10th house. And I'm noticing here this triangle is like the reverse. And then we have number 17, the stork. Very interesting considering your card is the fertility card. So some of you could be, manifesting a baby, a physical child within the next 6 months, for those that want that, of course. And then your 2 ancestral messages are, if you don't plan to win the game, then why are you playing? And then write, pick up that pen and write. Okay. So let's just go into like the general message that I'm picking up here from all the cards, and then we'll just go into the different sections. So the overall message that I'm getting, the cards reveal like this promising trajectory of progress, like ruler of the 9th house, ruler of the 10th house, just like, it's increasing. You have Page of Pentacles and there's the Queen of Pentacles, right? And this movement that you'll see in your life is getting you closer and closer to what you want. There's this beautiful transformation unfolding, though it may take the full 6 months to fully manifest. Like no timeline, this timeline doesn't hold like any negativity, so it's nothing to be afraid of or upset about. It's like it's perfect timing. It's just moving, steadily and beautifully. What's particularly evident is the significant role that spirit is playing during this period, providing like the crucial encouragement and the guidance that you'll need along the way. So that's like the big overall like message that I'm getting just from from spirit, from these cards. So in terms of like entrepreneurs and like business owners, I'm hearing spirit say like brace yourselves for a surge in clients and customers and service requests in the coming months. Busy times are like lying ahead, so get organized and commit things to writing, right? So we have that right, pick up that pen and write. And you want to be organized just to balance everything, making sure you're not forgetting a customer's request or, just like things that you have to work on. Be organized. I feel like some of you might even be applying to some applications for like grants or loans or some type of like, experience that can help your business. Whether it's like, you're going to apply to be like a speaker at a retreat, or you're going to host a virtual workshop for your business, like the type of services that you provide. A lot of you are in this space of where you're wanting to expand the work that you do and touch others and reach others, and also kind of diversify your audience. I'm seeing that as well too. I'm hearing spirit say like don't solely rely on your memory. So it's really good to jot down your goals and create a comprehensive list of like your to-dos and your tasks, that way you're not forgetting anything. I see too, the key is not just you listing the tasks, but actively checking them off, so it shows that you're making the progress, and it's rewarding. It's very satisfying knowing that you're checking stuff off your to-do list. While you navigate this busy period, it's important to make sure that you don't overwork yourself. So we got work, and then we got like workaholic in our Capricorn card. So you want to find that balance that aligns with your personal and your professional life. You don't want to feel like let me just do this. Oh, that sounds great, I'm gonna sign up for that. Like, you don't have to sign up for every great opportunity you hear about. Pick the ones that resonate the most with you, that work with your schedule, that you can handle. And and then if there's like another opportunity later down the road, you can add that onto your plate. But don't try to do everything, because that's how you get burnt out, and that's how you can lose that momentum and like that drive and that that excitement, because then you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like a slave to my work, and I don't have the time to just breathe. I don't have the time to take care of myself. So prioritizing your health and avoid falling into a trap of becoming a workaholic is like the big message for your other big message for your entrepreneur, business owner, energy. And you can kind of apply that too with like just your general career. So like not overworking yourself. If you feel like your job does not appreciate your mental health, maybe reconsider the employer or like conversations that you might need to have with folks, making sure that you're taking care of yourself. So let's jump into the love and romance piece. I want to get into that section. So we do have these 2 cards here. These are from A Taste of Honey deck, so they're like love notes. And what I'm seeing just from the cards in general, like an overall summary, there's this beautiful connection with the soulmate that's on the horizon for a lot of you. I picture like this slow burn that intensify into like this robust, enduring flame. And we have 2 cards here, like I mentioned earlier, that I kind of talk about a family, a new member of the family, evoking baby vibes. So we have Fertility, the story. We even have the Page of Pentacles, which is like a young person, a baby. Even the Queen of Pentacles gives you that motherly vibe as well too. And so a lot of you that have been praying for a child or been connecting with your spirit baby, their energy is coming through very strongly right now, because they're either getting ready to come into the physical world soon. So like, you're going to conceive the child within the next 6 months, or you're in this space where you're picking up their energy even more, and they're letting you know like, hey mom, hey dad, it is time for me to start showing up physically. So this is just a confirmation that, that connection, that level of intimacy with you and this person is going to happen for me to be born, right? So that's something that I see. For a very small few of you, this soulmate might actually be like a childhood friend, or a like a slub. Who do you call it? Like high school sweetheart? Like younger childhood sweetheart type of vibe. For some of you, it's like a small percentage. I do see like a lot of love and intimacy flourishing in this period, in the 6-month period. And even with this, and I'm in this for the long haul, so let's make time for sweet moments. This person is invested in this connection. They're invested in you. They're invested in, making sure that this grows into something that's long lasting, that can stand, hard times, whether that's, hard times because of the connection, maybe like there's a disagreement, or even just hard times in life, when life gets rough, when life gets cold. You all have each other to come to and to reconnect and kind of just decompress and lead the world in a way. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm noticing the clouds in both of these cards, and it just gives me this vibe of like, you are finally in a space in love where there's not a lot of cloudiness, there's not a lot of confusion, there's more clarity. And it's interesting. So I have a desert rose like stone crystal right here, and Spirit wants me to call it out for you all, so I will. So this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to show you the little card that comes with it. And it says, oh, look at that. And it talks about, has energies of clarity. And I just mentioned clarity. So that could be why they're saying they wanted me to call this out. So if you have access to this, feel free to use it and work with this energy. And if you don't, maybe look and see if there's like a local Botanica or some other store, or even like online, if you could get a small desert rose stone crystal to just have on standby. So that is something that I pick up as well too. What else can we get for the love and the romance? I do see like strong intimacy here, and I mean, of course, that would be how the baby is made for some of you. So that's what I got for the love and romance section. So in terms of money and finances, I see financial windfalls are in store for you, with many receiving like this unexpected income, or just like a gift. We have, whether it could be like from a court victory or some like surprising tax refund during U.S. tax season, if you are in the U.S. and watching this like during the time that we have that season. But there's definitely influx of funds here. Business owners, you're going to be very happy. And even those that have like a career, you're probably getting a raise. Maybe you're getting more than like your traditional merit increase, right? You're getting like an actual, you've been doing a great job bonus, or we're upping your salary 10, 20K, whatever. So some of you are going to see that. It's definitely a financially prosperous period for a lot of us this year, but it's really, for those that pick this pile, it's really going to be significant for you. And there's going to be a lot of exciting opportunities for growth and stability with your finances. And even then, it's like people are going to take care of things for you in ways where it's just helpful. So like, let's say you're out and let's say, you order something, maybe they put the wrong thing on it or it's wrong. And then the manager comes out like, hey, we're so sorry about this. We're going to cover your whole meal. Right? Like little things like that are financial blessings because that's something you don't have to come out of pocket for anymore. And I think that that's a really beautiful gift to receive, especially when and it's unexpected. And of course, like as you're getting these financial blessings, like pay things forward. You don't always have to do it every day, but like, buy someone's coffee or, donate to someone that is asking for money that might be, displaced at the moment. Like, contributing to others in other ways would be great to continue that flow of financial prosperity. In terms of like, your health and nutrition, for those actively pursuing to lose weight, like this weight loss experience, success is on the horizon for that. You're definitely going to see the difference in everything that you've been doing. You're going to see changes physically, but also just energetically. You feel better overall. I hear Spirit saying like embrace a diet rich in fruits and explore fruits that maybe you weren't really interested in before and try it out now, because sometimes our palate changes over the course of 7 to 8 years. So maybe you weren't into strawberries 7 years ago, but now you're like them. So think about considering updating and changing out some of the things that you currently consume. I'm also getting that some of you might discover some new food intolerances, which would be helpful because when you discover and address those intolerances, that can significantly improve your diet and like your exercise routine, right? So that's something that could be helpful. So like imagine you're identifying a gluten, like gluten as like the issue, and that's behind your chronic bloating, and experiencing relief after you remove it is literally a blessing, because now you don't have to worry about the bloating, and that could help you with your weight loss journey, because then you're getting like an accurate count of your weight, right? So the bloating could have been adding 5 to 7 pounds, but now that you get it removed and your diet has changed, you have like the accurate count of how much you weigh, and then that can kind of help you figure out, okay, what's my next move in this journey of my weight loss. So I see that for health and nutrition. In terms of like spirituality, there's this profound connection you're cultivating with the spiritual realm, and it's becoming increasingly profound, I would say, like enhancing your ability to receive the messages effortlessly and just interpret, their significance even more, and like the messages and the signs that they're giving you and sending you. Like as you invest, I hear Spirit say, like as you invest in strengthening this spiritual bond, you'll find your intuition like reaching new heights and allowing you to have like a stronger radar and detector of things, where it might have took you a little bit longer to get it, but now you get it instantly, or even you can just pick it up before it even happens, type of thing. This heightened spiritual awareness is not only going to bring like clarity, but it also serves as like a guiding light in navigating life's intricate paths, where sometimes we're on the right path, but maybe we need like an extra boost or just an extra reassurance to let us know like, hey, you're on the right path. I know it's still dark, I know it's some random snakes and other weird animals out there on the path, but you're on the right track, so keep following that light. So that's what I see for like spirituality. I think the last part is like travel and like fun. I do see like an exciting chapter of adventure unfolds for a lot of you that picked this pile. And for some reason I'm seeing like a lot of hills, like hilly vibes, like hilly landscape, and just like a tranquil environment. And this is great for like a retreat or just like self-discovery. And for some of you, I see some tropical destinations, and like this scenic beauty, but also an opportunity to indulge in these delicious fruits that we talked about earlier. Especially when you go to different regions of the world, the fruits are going to taste different, or the fruits are going to even taste better. You might have a different version of the fruit. Like there's different versions of watermelons, or different versions of strawberries. Like there's a variety of things depending on where you go. And so I feel like as you're, enjoying the tropics, definitely indulge in those fruits and those foods of that island, of that culture, of that country, because also you get a chance to connect and build community as well. And make sure that you're embracing the spontaneity and the pure joy of the things that you're doing on this trip when you're traveling. Each destination literally becomes like a canvas of you creating this big picture of like these cherished moments and memories. And it also allows you to kind of like broaden your perspective of the world and just people and just things in general. So allow yourself to explore and to try things and just continue to foster that personal like growth and a deeper appreciation of just life in general. Because sometimes we might not appreciate the little things, or you might not even appreciate the big things. So it's like giving this moment to be grateful and to love on yourself, and just experiences that you're able to enjoy in this lifetime is like really essential here as well. So yeah, that is what I have for you all that selected this pile. I do hope that you enjoyed this pile and it resonated with you. The next 6 months for you look amazing. They look incredible, very fun, uplifting, prosperous, all the above. So I pray and hope that you all welcome this energy in, you enjoy it, and congratulations to those that will be conceiving a child within the next 6 months, especially for those that have been waiting a significant long time for this to happen. And I wish you all the best, and I would love for you all to check in within the next 6 months in the comment section below and talk about the things that have come true for you. Alrighty, I love you all. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. This will be for those that selected the beautiful bride card. And before I get into like your cards, I want to just briefly talk about this card. So this is from my Melanin and Romance deck, and this is the only card of my deck where there's a person that actually has their eyes open, or actually has eyes on the card. And I wanted the bride to be the only person that had her eyes open, because she represented this awareness. She represented this energy of like, in the past I may have been unaware of things. I may have just been blindly fooled, or even just like not accepting my path, not accepting my destiny. But now I am walking forward. I'm walking down the aisle to my reality, to my truth, to the life that I want for myself. So this is like this full awareness. So a lot of you are in this space where you are accepting things that that you always wanted for yourself. You're no longer like, oh, maybe that's not for me, maybe I can't do this. Like, you're like, no, I feel it in my spirit, I crave it, I want it, it's for me, and I'm going to walk towards it. I'm going to be committed to this, setting that intention, setting that goal. So that's just like a quick synopsis of that card. So now we're going to go through your cards, and the idea is that we're going to go through different like categories. So like there's going to be something connected to like self-discovery, love, romance, entrepreneurship, your health, spirituality. And we're going to just like, kind of pull the energy that we get from all the cards to get messages in those different categories. So we'll do these last, but we're going to go through your cards here. So we have anchor, money blocks, being stuck, financially sound, career, water related, travel, stable for now. We have sword, money conflicts, cutting corners, breakthrough. Career, law and order, pay cut, defense, being fired. And before anyone gets nervous and freaks out, let's just see what other cards we have. Because I know sometimes in the beginning, if you hear a card that doesn't sound pleasant, doesn't sound good, we just automatically turn off a video, or we just kind of tune out. And so I feel like Spirit is warning this pile, let's get through the cards and the messages first before we just like zone out. So in terms of tarot, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a good card. Ooh, we have the Four of Wands. See, it's already looking good. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Fool. We have your kisses are sweet like honey. We have our journey is unique. Don't compare it to anyone else. We have Saturn, discipline. Structure, responsibility, Saturday, Capricorn, restriction, obstacles, trials, hard work, self-discipline, integrity, and patience. We have opposition, confrontation, reflecting, mirroring, seeking balance, test, interaction, push-pull dynamic, internal conflicts, uncertainty, wavering, acknowledgement, and respect. For some reason, I'm feeling a little nauseous right now. So I don't know if some of you are like very anxious, or you may have been struggling with some stomach issues recently. But I just wanted to share that just in case that's, significant for someone. We have ninth house, learning, philosophy, publishing, writing, discovery, law, exploring, travel, ethics, foreign countries, religion, higher education, spirituality, and wisdom. I feel like, when we got a card that said law and order right here, I want to say there may have been a card about, maybe I'm imagining things, but I feel like there was another card that had one of the words that's on here somewhere else. But anywho, all right, and look at that. We have number 2, the clover. The clover represents good luck. So yeah, don't even stress out about the negative words that you may have heard from the other cards. And then let's go these guys over some. And in terms of your ancestral messages, we have, look at that, yes, yes, yes. And then stay strong in your faith and never lose sight of the goal. I love that, because if you were to just focus on these 2 cards right here and just felt defeated, you already lost your faith. You already are losing, that trust in the universe and God and your ancestors and your spirit guides. So it's great to see all of the pieces of the puzzles together before you just automatically decide, I don't want to do this. I'm losing. This is not working. Whatever, right? It's all about, we're going to have moments where there's some highs that are amazing. And we're going to have moments where we have some lows that are honestly shitty. But it's all about how you perceive it, how you internalize it, how you really interpret that quote unquote low or that loss, and what you do with it. So I feel like Spirit is saying hey, yeah, things might have been hard for a while, but that doesn't give you the right to give up on us just because things are not happening the way that you want them to, right? Everybody's going to have a moment when things don't work out for them how they want it to, but it's all about pushing through and keep going. So the overall message that I'm getting here is the cards and the pile are just basically an overflowing theme of the rising of the phoenix. And I'm gonna call this group that the rising of the phoenix. You are the rising of the phoenix. And those that were drawn to this pile, literally, you have weathered some crazy turbulent years, and amidst of the highs and the lows, you are getting ready to have this major breakthrough. And that says it on this card, breakthrough, right? And I feel like when I look at these 2 cards, it's you take the sword and you finally cut that cord that's connected to this anchor that's been holding you back, right? And you wield that sword and you cut those ties that just been weighing you down. And over these next 6 months, it's you're finally confronted with what's been keeping you stagnant, and you take this decisive action to remove it out of your life, right? The moment you realize this is what's been holding me back, this is what's keeping me in the same cycle over and over again, you let it go. And then when you do that, it's you embrace this newfound freedom as you step into this brighter future, because you're no longer weighed down from whatever it is that was weighing you down, that was holding you back. It's Spirit is saying with this card too, even though this is from a love notes deck, you can still apply it to different things, but it's your journey has been uniquely yours, and that's perfectly valid. it doesn't need to mirror anybody else's, story, their journey. Some of you have been yearning for stability in terms of like a location or career, and now it's within reach. And just because your friends or your family or other people you see on social media have it doesn't mean that you can't have it either. So it's like, oh well, this person opened up a fashion boutique and it's doing well, but when I opened this up, it's not doing well. You're losing things, you're losing money, whatever it is. Doesn't mean that you can't be successful. It might just mean like, hey, maybe it might take you a little bit longer to get to the level of success that's meant for you, or maybe there's a different approach or a different avenue you're supposed to be on compared to the other person. And like, not comparing yourself to everybody constantly, right? You are on your own journey. Your journey is unique, so don't stress yourself out trying to match others, is what I'm hearing Spirit say, just for like the overall message. So now let's dive a little bit deeper into the different things, the different areas. So like in terms of expansion, like this phase isn't just about a shedding the old version of things, like of yourself, but also it's about embracing the new opportunities that await, that are on the horizon for you. And as you release what no longer serves you, you're making the space for that growth and for that expansion. You're walking down an aisle of clarity because you know what is for you. You know what you're walking towards now. You're allowing yourself to dream big and pursue those aspirations that have been simmering beneath the surface. You're no longer afraid to share that with the universe, share that with yourself, and be honest with yourself about it, right? This is your chance to kind of redefine your path and chart a course towards the fulfillment and that success, because now you know better and you're doing better. You're trusting in your ability to rise from the ashes and like sort of new heights, literally being the rising of the phoenix, right? So I feel that for your expansion piece is that out of the three, I feel like you're going to be the ones that, and I haven't even like gotten into pile 3 yet, so I don't even know what their cards are, but I just feel it energetically. Like your pile is that pile that is taken off this year, that is really about to do some major things, because it is your time. I know we hear it all the time in a lot of readings, like, oh, it's your season, it's your time, but like, this is the moment for you to show the universe and show everybody, like, yeah, it might have looked like I fell off, but I didn't. I'm coming back harder and better than ever. And it's going to be better than you can even imagine, because you're getting the cheat codes now, right? So you might not necessarily have to work as hard anymore. You might have to put work in, of course, but it doesn't have to be so tiring and so taxing, right? So that's something that I'm picking up for the expansion piece. It's sort of like the self-discovery energy I'm picking up. It's like the next 6 months present an opportunity for like a deeper introspection of you just learning more of self, right? Taking the time to explore your passions, your interests, your core values, like what you love, what ignites your soul, what brings that joy and that fulfillment, by reconnecting with your authentic self and, gaining that clarity about your path and cultivating a greater sense of your purpose and what do you want out of life. Embracing this period of self exploration is key, because no one can tell you your purpose. No one can tell you what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. Like, yeah, you can get readings on it and listen about it, but at the end of the day, it's all about what's within you and you trusting your inner knowledge and your inner gut and figuring it out for yourself. Like, people can give you ideas, but it's all about, what are you feeling? What do you understand about your purpose and about your life, right? Because no one knows you better than yourself. So I see that, in this self-discovery period. I'm also getting to, this is a period for you to reclaim your power. And, Spirit is saying, like, you are the author of your own story, capable of shaping and redesigning your destiny. So embrace your inner strength and your resilience, knowing that you possess the wisdom, you possess the courage to overcome any obstacles that may have, come your way. And knowing that you got through it when it did come your way in the past, and just trust in spirit, trust in, your guides to continue to support you every step of the way. And also know too, like, you're a force to be reckoned with. You're capable of anything great, anything amazing. And of course, you're going to do well. Of course, you're going to be successful. Of course, you're going to be loved. Of course, you're going to have a healthy, loving relationship. Of course, you're going to make the money that you want to make. You know, and as you accept that and believe that, that literally just lights up your path of greatness and of success even more, because you have a clear vision of it. So in terms of like entrepreneurs and business owners, you can kind of apply this stuff to for career, like people who have like a 9 to 5. It just kind of depends on the situation and like the type of job that you have. But mostly for the entrepreneurs and business owners, this is the perfect time to network and connect with like-minded individuals in your field. So if you're an artist, connect with other artists, right? Connect with other tea shop owners, connect with other dance instructors. You know, this is the time to network with people similar to you or doing the type of thing that you want to do long term. This is your time to make those connections and learn. You know, ask them those questions, because you don't know it all, and that's okay. No one will ever know it all. You're going to gain so much knowledge and wisdom during these next 6 months. And another thing that I'm picking up here is that some of you are going to be receiving the grants or some type of loan for your business if you apply for these. So congrats on that. I also see Spirit showing like your social media game is like stepping up, like you're stepping it up. It's becoming top tier because you took the time to add more content to your platform and to your channels. And also it helps bring in the views, it helps bring in the, you know, of course the clients and the followers, but also just like it brings in the loyal ones that are going to rock with you. In terms of love and romance, I see the dynamics in your personal relationships kind of like undergoing this significant shift during this period. And that's a good thing. It's time for you to reassess who truly supports your growth and aligns with your values and with the life that you want for yourself, right? And if there's a lot of confrontation, if there's a lot of, you know, conflict and just, how do I word this? Just like, you know, obstacles and just a lot of it. I don't even know how to put it into words, but it's just like those who know if this message is for you, you will know it's for you. Because there are times where like you can't even put it into words like what it is, but you know it's not right. You know it doesn't feel right. Something is off. It is time to reassess that connection. You know, surround yourself with individuals who uplift you, who inspire you on your journey. For some, this may involve setting boundaries or just letting go of toxic connections or people, and that's absolutely fine because it's going to get you closer to the unions and the partnerships that are perfect for you, that are meant for you, right? Remember that you deserve relationships that nourish your soul, but also bring out the best in you. And many of you are going to see this shift in luck when it comes to love as you remove those toxic connections, right? And you just like welcome in the love. You welcome in healthy relationships and healthy people into your life. And notice too, we have the 4 of Wands card, which is like that, you know, finish line. It's like a wedding card, matrimony, love. And then we also have this yes, yes, yes card. And so this shows me like a solid connection in love leading to a long-term commitment. Some of you might actually in the next 6 months get engaged. So if you're already with someone right now, or even if you're not, and maybe you meet someone within the next couple of weeks, and then it just goes really well, you hit it off and it feels like it's the perfect match and you're engaged in 6 months. Anything is possible, right? And so I see that for those that pick this pile, but it's the key piece is you have to cut off something that's like holding you back, or that's not serving you, or that's toxic, that's unhealthy. And it could be a thought, it could be actual person, it could be a behavior, a pattern, it could be a group of people. Whatever you feel is holding you back, get rid of it, because that's one thing that can it can delay things. I won't say it will block it, but it can definitely delay. In terms of the money piece, I see luck is just being on your side for the next 6 months. I see a lot of your needs being taken care of without you having to do much, which is beautiful. Like, for example, let's say a close friend gifts you $100 for a bill, or an investor sees your work and wants to, expand your business or production by putting it in their museum or putting it in their cafe or their restaurant, whatever it is. Like, there's blessings in that, in those experiences. And those blessings are blessings no matter how big or small they are. Let's just put that out there. Because sometimes we're like, oh, I want the $10,000, check. But it's like, if somebody gives you $100 just because they feel like you're great, or like, let's say you're like an Uber driver and you're driving one day and then you have a customer and they tip you $100. That's a blessing. It's not like $1,000 or $100,000, but it is something significant that you should cherish and just be grateful for. So embrace and cherish and love on the blessings that you get, especially when it comes to money. In terms of like your health and nutrition, I'm hearing Spirit say like cultivate this discipline, right? And making sure that whatever health goals you have, make sure your plan matches the outcome of it, right? So if you're like, I want to lose 25 pounds and I want my body fat percentage to be a certain number. If you're not exercising, if you haven't changed your diet, how are you doing the work to help you get to that goal that you have for yourself? So you have to put in some type of work. It's not saying you got to go be in the gym every single day and go crazy, out there. No, it's saying fix your mindset. Number one, fix your diet, fix your regimen. And that is going to that's going to help you get closer to what you want for yourself. I'm hearing them say keep a routine, right? So don't start something and just fall off the next week. Like, keep it going. Prioritize your hydration as well too. Nutrient rich foods is important for you. Incorporating like mindful eating, and also to figure out what like fitness thing that you're into. Like, if you're into pole dancing and not the gym, do pole dancing. If you're into Zumba and not Pilates, do Zumba. Do the things that make you feel good and that are going to get you active and get you into a space where you're going to be consistent and on track with things. Also, it's important for you to track your progress and celebrate those achievements, and recognize even small steps lead to significant transformations of this wellness journey. So like, if you lost 1 pound and it took you 3 weeks to lose that 1 pound, be happy about it. Be proud. Don't beat yourself up and say, oh my gosh, I should be losing 1 pound every week and I'm only losing 1 pound every 3 weeks. No, be happy you're losing the 1 pound, and see what tweaks that you can do to help you get to a point where maybe you lose 1.5 pounds every 3 weeks or every week and a half, whatever it is. Like, there's room for improvement. When it comes to your spirituality, as I'm looking at these cards, I'm hearing Spirit say like, set your sights on your goals and your desires. Visualize the life that you want to create and affirm your worthiness as you're doing that. And on a regular, right? Trust in the divine timing, but also understanding your mindset around it and making sure that it's a healthy mindset, that you're not talking down on yourself. You're not being a Debbie Downer. You're not being mean to yourself. Like, pour life into yourself and your dreams and your goals. I also see too, like, by aligning your thoughts and your beliefs and your actions with your highest aspirations, you'll be able to magnetize the opportunities and experiences that you want to elevate your life like that with ease, because now it's going to become second nature to you. What else? I just feel Spirit saying like, embrace the magic. Things don't have to be hard. Things can literally be easy. So embrace the magic and let things happen that you want to happen. Like, don't be so resistant to it. And finally, in terms of like your fun and like travel piece, I see overseas trip for some of you. And for an interesting reason, I see some of you traveling, like time traveling, going back home or places you once visited before and closing out a cycle there. That's how I mean, like with the time traveling. So let's say you went to, you went to Las Vegas when you were 21 and you haven't been back then, you're like 40. Maybe going back to Las Vegas again, it like closes a cycle, or it does something symbolic for you. So think about a place that maybe you've been hesitant to visit, or that you kind of just like up and left, and there could be another part of your chapter that's still there, that remains, that needs to be closed, especially those that left, like up and left their hometown. So like, Spirit might be calling you to return back to your hometown or a city for a while, or asking you to leave because there is more to explore. So it just kind of depends on like where you are in terms of that part. And it, apply what resonates with you, right? So if some of you are like, oh, I love my hometown, there's nothing wrong with it, or I haven't left anywhere, maybe Spirit wants you just to explore, to just travel more. But I do see in the next 6 months, a lot of laughter, a lot of joy is being brought to you. So embrace that fun and that lighthearted energy, and just enjoy the travel, and know that good luck is on your side overall too. So yeah, that is what I have for this pile. It was a lot. It was a lot of energy here. I don't feel as nauseous anymore. So I feel like you were very nervous in the beginning, or like maybe of the difficult times. It felt like, you couldn't contain or hold things, but now you're feeling supported, you're feeling balanced, you're feeling taken care of. And so that's why Spirit was just saying, please hear us out. Please see the bigger picture before you just write it off or write us off. So I hope that this resonated with you all, and that you enjoy it, and that you are excited for these next 6 months, because they're going to be incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay. I wish you all the best. And please come back in the next 6 months and write things in the comments about like what's happening for you. Alrighty? I love you all. Bye. Hello, pal number 3. And this will be for those that selected the 32 flavors card from my Melanin Romance deck. So we're going to put your card to the side, and we're going to go through all of your cards here. You have some oracle cards. Well, you have majority oracle cards. You have some love notes. You have a few tarot cards here. And we're going to get like overall message for the next 6 months. And then we're going to go through different categories to kind of get a feel for, what's happening in love, what's happening with your finances, what's happening with career. So each pile had a little bit of different messages in terms of like some of the categories. So I'm really excited to see what comes out for your group and what Spirit has to share with you for this time. Okay, so we're going to do these last. So your first card here is Ring. Financial commitments, long-term investment, partnership, work together, fulfilling career. I really like the rings on this card. Okay. Next, we have is Turtle. Money coming slowly, steady progress, moving for work in good time, long term. So you have 2 cards so far that say long term. We have the Chariot. We have the Moon. We have the Hierophant. We have I've learned so much from you. We have I value this connection between us. I think this is interesting too with partnership, and then I've learned so much from you. Typically, a good partnership, both parties are learning things from each other. We have the God, number 28. We have Uranus, breakthrough, change, originality, awakening, Aquarius, shocking, revolutionary, innovation, sudden events, epiphanies, unconventional, and then unusual. Let's go these over some. Okay. We have Chiron, healing, insecurities, wounds, vulnerabilities, deep-seated pain, teaching, powers, spiritual strength, difficulties, guilt, transmuting, and healing others. Okay. We have 7,000. Ooh, look at that. You have 2 rings. I mean, 2 cards. You have 2 cards with 2 rings on it. That's definitely significant here for sure. Interesting. Okay, so we have partnerships, marriage, relationships, friendships, business, partners. Oh, and this card talked about partnerships too. So there's a lot of like repeating messages here. So whatever is repeating, Spirit wants you to pay attention to the most. Okay. Partners, contracts, agreements, joint endeavors, sharing, negotiation, cooperation, and relating. I don't know why I want to flip the card over for some reason. Okay, let's scoot this over a little bit more. Trying to make sure everything can fit. And then we have fifth house, pleasure, romance, creativity, fertility, sex, children, childlike fun, joy, love, passion, entertainment, art, culture, hobby. And then your messages are: unlearning is the new learning. It is a gift to break through these cycles, and you are doing just that. I feel like there was a card that says something about learning. Like, I've learned so much from you. And then you have unlearning. And then also to breakthrough. And it says break. It is a gift to break through these cycles. Oh my gosh, this is really interesting. How many double messages you're getting here. And then we have, in order to truly heal, you must address old traumas and wounds. And it's interesting too that these cards are coming like basically underneath each other. So we got the wounds here, healing, heal. So I'm going to call out the double messages that I've been noticing, and then we'll kind of just go into the regular reading itself. Like your reading, your pile is probably the only pile I've had, honestly, ever, where there's been so many duplicate messages. So we have the double rings here. So obviously some type of commitment, some type of partnership, some type of union here. We have learning, like unlearning, learning, those connections there. We have the breakthrough, we have wounds, we have partnership, we have long term. There probably are other things too that I'm missing, but if you paid attention to them, definitely put them in the chat, or not the chat, in the comment section as well. I don't know why it looks kind of blurry now. Okay, but anywho, so let's get into like these overall messages. Wow, this is so amazing. But yeah, there's a lot of beautiful things happening for you in the next 6 months, basically in all areas of your life. The way Spirit is speaking to me and just like showing out in these cards, I feel like, you know, you are finally just getting everything. And I know this is about a 6-month reading, but I heard Spirit say for the next 6 years, you're getting everything back to back to back that you've been wanting. Oh, you've been wanting to open up your own, scarf boutique. It happens. You've been wanting to get married soon. It happens. You want a child. There it is. You want an investor. There they are. Like everything you pretty much have been wanting and saying to yourself is showing up physically, which is beautiful. So let's get into like the entrepreneur side of things, and like the business owners piece for those that are interested in that. So some of you may be gaining a business partner this year, just with the, multiple cards about partnership and just commitments. It's a great relationship that you'll have for your business, this person that you'll be working with, or people. It can be more than one person. Your business ventures are definitely reaching like these new heights as your ideas and initiatives are gaining momentum. You might just have like this moment where you're really in a good groove of just like cranking out different ideas, or like just getting things started. And overall, it's your season, it's your time to do it. I witnessed significant progress as you secure like a fresh lease for your business, or you obtain like your essential certificates or licenses that are needed. Maybe you get like a number of approvals for things like for codes or whatever. Like there's some good news here for you when it comes to, your business and the work that you're going to be doing as well. I imagine like the keys being placed in your hands, and it's like symbolizing, ownership and success, whether that's a physical location or even just like you overcoming a lot of obstacles that maybe you've been struggling with in the past or currently, right? I'm hearing Spirit say like seize these opportunities and unlock the doors to your flourishing success. So it's like, if I give you the key, don't be afraid to actually use the key. Like use the key, start trying to turn the locks, right? Because you have the Hierophant represents like someone that's very wise as well too. And, he represents like, things connected to commitment and whatever, but he is a wise person, right? And so you using the key of wisdom, the key of knowledge to unlock these things is essential, right? What else am I seeing? I see feel like in your career, for those like have like a traditional, career, some of you are getting promoted to like a manager or senior manager position at your job. And I see a good amount of you like leaving a current job and going to a new organization that pays significantly more and require less work. And that's a blessing, to get paid more and do less work. We love to see that. That is literally the story of my life. Like, to get paid more and to do less work. And it's truly it's a gift. It's a blessing to have, because a lot of people work hard shifts, hard long hours, and don't even make a quarter of what a lot of these other careers are, that might not even have to do this nearly as much work, right? So I see that for you. In terms of your love and romance section of like your life, I mean, honestly, it's just so much love here. I can't stop smiling. Like, this love reading is remarkably basically straightforward. I mean, within the next 6 months, like, expect a profound commitment to manifest into your romantic life, something that's deep and fulfilling. And it's literally just like awaiting for you. It's here, it's present, it's coming through very strongly. And depending on the current relationship status that you're in, some of you may even witness the exchange of, or not, I want to say the exchange, but like, some of you will witness a proposal, your own proposal, where, this person just shows up differently and they're just like, I'm ready for this commitment. I'm ready to be with you for the rest of my life, And a lot of you will be going to a wedding within the next 6 months, or, getting news about someone's wedding in the next 6 months. And you might even meet someone there that it ends up being your long-term person, right? So there's a lot of beauty and blessings that come out of this wedding, this commitment that I'm seeing here. I wouldn't be surprised if like a couple of you all elope. Like, if you're dating someone now and it's getting very serious, and if you talked about marriage, you just elope, because like, we don't have to have this $30,000 wedding. We can just get married at the courthouse, or like do it our way and save that money in other ways. And so Spirit is like, definitely go for what resonates with you and what you want to do. In terms of like money and finances, I just see money is pouring into your life all over. Like, you're getting money from an array of folks this season. There's this energy surrounding you where people want to give you money because they feel compelled to. I don't know how to explain it any other way, but that's the Spirit is channeling. It's like folks are just ready to write a check or to sell you money because they see your vision, but also want to treat you to things. Like, you are just being this spoiled person. Like, you're in your spoiled person era where you welcome all the financial blessings and gifts that are being offered to you. And be sure to express the gratitude, right? Because as you express gratitude, more and more of that comes in. I do see your savings increasing and growing in the next 6 months. So some of you should start a money saving challenge if you want, and see how much you can save in 6 months. You'll be surprised. I mentioned before that some of you are going to get like a new job or like a promotion that will come with pay raise or like some bonus too, especially those that have a company or organization that does that type of thing, like bonuses. I mean, people should be getting pay raises regardless of where you work, but bonuses are sometimes something that doesn't come with a lot of different organizations. In terms of like your health and nutrition, your overall health has undergone like a remarkable transformation is what I see in the next 6 months. Not only have you seen like a significant reduction in your body fat percentage, but noticeably weight loss, but your facial features have like become smoother and more refined, I would say. The positive changes kind of extend beyond the appearance, the physical appearance too, like your increased levels of energy are contributing to like, you being more vibrant, more lively. Now you don't feel as tired or sluggish. Additionally, I see like you experiencing a notable reduction in bloating, and that's contributing to like your overall sense of like well-being and feeling more confident in yourself too. And it's not saying like you not having to bloat anymore makes you more confident, but it makes you even more excited to like wear certain things or just to really be out there. Let's see what else. I feel like your dedication to your internal well-being is paying off as well too. Like you're manifesting a physical change in appearance, but also it shows like this spiritual sense too. Like it's a radiant light, just this vibe that you're giving off as well. And basically too, like that outer reflection of your internal efforts is truly commendable, and it's like it shows how much you love yourself by the way you show up physically, but also the way you show up mentally, emotionally, spiritually for yourself. So definitely keep that up as well. And let's see, in terms of like spirituality, it's like the current phase you're in is like this high priest, high priestess energy. It's like a recognition of your elevated spiritual journey. So it's like you being crowned, this high priestess, this hierophant, this high priest, or whatever you want to call it. This accolade brings forth like additional spiritual gifts, enhancing your ability to decipher hidden messages. When I look at this moon card, and you do it with greater ease, it's not as challenging, right? You're intuitive, beyond this world. Like, of course you were intuitive before, but it's like it's a step up. You're allowing yourself to kind of also to connect with others spiritually in different ways. Like you're trusting that a little bit more, you're leaning into that a little bit more. And I feel like to this newfound like gift that you have enables you to discern like not only the purpose of connections with new people and just like people in general within your life, but also to like this balance of this give and take dynamic, and helping you kind of evaluate the worthiness of the connection, if that makes sense, right? So if you're noticing things are not balanced or aligned, you can detect it easier, and or you do it with ease. It doesn't seem like it takes you as long to figure that out, and you're able to kind of like adjust as needed. Like basically picture like a radar that you'll have, right? And it's a way to kind of just detect things like, okay, this is an imbalanced relationship, this would be a balanced relationship, this would be a toxic thing, this would be healthy. Like you're able to detect it very quickly, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. And lastly, I feel like you're able to you're able to decipher these intricate details and messages and signs and dreams that Spirit gives you now way better than before. Like you're not as confused. Like the moment you just say like, yeah, I saw a pink turtle flying in the sky in my dream, and a banana that had legs, that ate strawberries. That might sound crazy to you years ago, but now you're like, oh, that just means blah blah blah. Like you can really sit down and go through it and figure out like, what is the meaning by that? Why would the banana eat the strawberry? Why does it have legs? Oh, it's a representation of X, Y, and Z. Like you just come up with it, very easily, is what I'm picking up. And then in terms of like your fun and your travel, for some reason I feel this intriguing I'm getting this intriguing message that some of y'all are going to Nobu. I've never been there. I know there's it's a hotel and it's a restaurant, but some of you are probably going to go there for the first time, or maybe you're going to treat yourself to it and you have been there before. But whatever it is, like whether you're dining or residing in the hotel, enjoy it. And I see too, this represents like luxurious travel experiences. So expect to indulge in stays, in nice hotels and glamorous spaces, and glamour up your adventures and your travel. Some of you might be going to like European, or like going on a European cruise, or it's a Caribbean cruise, whatever it is. Like have fun, treat yourself. Don't skimp out on certain things just because you feel like, oh, it might be too much. Like it's not saying like go broke because you want to fly first class, but more so if you can save extra to go towards that, or save extra to have like a really nice dinner experience, do it. right? Make it exciting, make it great. I also get to that some of you are going to be traveling more for work, and that's an excellent opportunity to try out different things and explore the city, because it's usually on the company's dime. So like if you're going on a business trip to California, like enjoy California, try things out, especially when they're covering for your dinner or whatever it is they're covering. Like, use it to your advantage. And that also helps you save even more, because now you don't have to come out of pocket necessarily for some of those things, because now it's your jobs that's paying for it, right? So that's really cool. And I think that's pretty much it that I see here in terms of like the travel and things of that nature. So yeah, definitely, hey, live it up, especially when it's on the company's dime. Live it up, obviously follow the rules, but enjoy it. But overall, this looks incredible, like absolutely incredible. I think these next 6 months for you are going to be phenomenal, full of pleasure, full of joy, full of love, and just great commitment. So I want you all to call it, to claim it, to affirm it, and embrace it, and welcome it into your life, because it is here. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed your pile. I absolutely loved it. And please come back in the next 6 months, or honestly, whenever you start to see some of these things unfold, and just come back to the comment section and share it. It's always great to see that and hear those stories. Alrighty. I love you all. Bye.